My Brother's Keeper Brother Up Forum, Connecting Solutions to Action, was held last month. The effort was part of the My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge launched by President Obama in September 2014. The forum was sponsored by the Checkered Flag Run Foundation, which provides diverse educational programs that help underserved students. Here to talk about the forum is Alan A.P. Powell, founder and chairman of the Checkered Flag Run Foundation. Mr. Powell, thank you for joining us on Horizonte.
So
What's particularly impressive about all the work that you're doing in this area is you've got a day job that keeps you pretty busy as it is, and yet you find time to give back to the community. Tell us what inspired you to do that.
Well, growing up in the inner city in Louisville, Kentucky, I felt part of my legacy would be making a difference in other people's lives. So I wake up every morning figuring how I can make other people's lives better.
You're based here in Arizona?
Yes, sir.
You do work all over the country?
Yes, sir. I'm based here. I've been in the Valley about 6 years now. I love it. I come from California and New York. That's where I resided before I moved to Arizona. Before
we get to some of your specific projects, tell us about the Checkered Flag Run Foundation. What does it mean? Why the reference to the checkered flag?
Where our motto is ensuring that every kid gets a chance to cross the finish line. And we really take that serious, our mission statement. So some of the things that we do, we have a program where we have a backpack drive we do every year called Phoenix Tools for School. We give about 3,000 to 4,000 backpacks out every year at Lolo's Chicken and Waffle on 7th Street in Buckeye. We also have a thing called another called Drive Your Mind, which is a community piece where we give out Christmas toys and things to children in the community. And we have another one called we have another program called To the Top Scholarships, where we partner with the University of Phoenix and we give scholarships back into the community.
Let's talk about your most recent action, the forum that was held on the Saturday before the Super Bowl game itself. The forum, and I understand Mayor Stanton was part of that. What did you do there?
Well, I went to the mayor and I went to Congressman Gallego and Councilwoman Kay Gallego, and I thought that we should make a difference and take advantage of all the people being in town Super Bowl weekend. So me coming from the entertainment business, I reached out to some gentlemen that I knew were distinguished gentlemen across the country, everybody from Damon John from Shark Tank and Boris Kodjoe, who was picked as the most beautiful man in the world and an African-American actor, and everybody from General Spider Marks, who used to be the Joint Chief of Intelligence for the Armed Forces. So we kind of assembled that group along with some local community leaders like Kerwin Brown from the Black Chamber, Michael Kelly, who moderated it, who's a local community activist.
And somebody we've had as a guest on this show, so we're quite familiar with his credentials, and pretty impressive fellow. You've got a very, very aggressive major project coming up. It's in the planning stages, as I understand, and it's going to be, if you're successful, it's going to have a major impact on the city and the country.
Yes, sir. So a colleague of mine, Taniqua Brogdon, and myself, we thought that we could make a difference by bringing something diverse to the state of Arizona. So I talked to Governor Ducey about it. I talked to Mayor Stanton about it. I talked to Councilwoman Kay Gallego. I talked to Congressman Gallego about let's bring something substantial, diverse, to kind of change the image of our state. So what we decided to do is create a thing called the Cactus City Classic, which is a multicultural basketball tournament that will be held in Arizona in February around MLK weekend to kind of acknowledge our state and show that our state is moving in the right direction.
This is several years off.
Yes, sir. In 2017, when we will move this event here to Arizona, there is a duplicate event in Charlotte, and they bring about 250,000 people to Charlotte every year. It's called the CIAA. So we decided to duplicate that. What our efforts has been with Thurgood Marshall Fund, which is the largest African-American college fund in the country. They service over 300,000 students a year.
Now, if people want to get involved to help support your organization, how would they do that?
You could reach out to us online at cfrf.org, checkerflagrunfoundation.org, or you can call us at our office. We have an 800 number, 800-876-8606.
Now, I want to go back and talk a little bit about the connection between your organization, your efforts, the forum and everything, with the initiative that President Obama started. What's the connection?
I think what we wanted to do was accept the president's challenge and making a difference in our youth's lives in Arizona, and then educating our youth on some of the things that face our country, like being able to interact with the police, being able to show them that education is important, being able to show some of these students that, everybody has a chance to be successful in life, and being able to make sure that we brought leaders in that could tell their story and they could adopt some of the dialogue from these leaders to feel like they could be successful also.
You've been at this for a few years now. What kind of impact do you think you and your programs have had?
I think we've had a great impact because we've had serious support locally and on a national level. We've had everybody from Andrew Cohen, who chaired up the aviation board at Sky Harbor, who's a big businessman here, support us. We've had everybody from Bubba Moffitt and his crew, and Joe Catronio at Crescent Crown. We've had a lot of the community leaders get behind us, and a lot of the business leaders believe in what our message is.
And you've been able to do all this with a fairly small group of organizers. Tell us just a little bit about the organization itself, and we're going to have to wrap up in about 30
We have
seconds.
a very small group. It's myself, Taniqua Brogdon, Lynn Austin, and we have a gentleman named Aaron Baer, who is a big-time educator here. He was the entrepreneur residency at Thunderbird, and he's embraced our movement too. So we have a very innovative and a group that wants to move forward and do things different and make a difference in the state of Arizona.
Well, it certainly looks like you've done that. Mr. Powell, thank you for joining us on Horizonte to give us a rundown of your activities.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's our show for tonight. From all of us here at 8 and Horizonte, thank you for watching. I'm Jose Cardenas. Have a good evening.
Funding for Horizonte is made possible by contributions by the Friends of 8, members of your Arizona PBS station.